mommies and daddies, welcome back to Momcom India. My name is Mansi and my son Kabir is now 17 months old. So in this video I'm going to share with you his favorite top 10 favorite toys or activities that have been going on between a 12 to a 17 month period. If your child is less than 12 months, then I've done two separate videos on the favorite toys for a 0 to 6 month age group and a 6 to 12 month age group. Let's get started.
To watch all the videos on this channel, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get regular updates from Momcom India. Let's become a big fat family soon.
All the toys that I'm going to share with you, the links to those will be available in the description box below. So just scroll through the video and you'll be able to see the links to all of those. And the links to the two videos for the 0 to 6 and 6 to 12 month category also will be in the description box below. My request is that if you do find it to be helpful, then please click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Momcom India. A disclaimer before I start sharing my list is that this list can be different from a boy to a girl, from one boy to the other, because the personal interests, the preferences, the choices absolutely are different from one person to the other or one baby to the other, as I must say. So, definitely follow the clues that your baby is giving you. Obviously build on to it, because some of these things will really help with your baby's development, brain development, motor skills development, muscle development, all of that. It will contribute to that. But overall, just follow your baby's clues, because then you will make the entire childhood journey even more joyful. So number one on our top 10 list is cards. So this is something that we got very recently and my son has just been loving it. It has become a part of his nighttime routine. He loves to play this entire card game with anybody and everybody who comes to our house, because he feels that this is something that he knows and he wants to test their knowledge, or he wants to show off that he knows so much also. So it's a very fun thing. Babies can hold these cards very easily. They are very easy to grab, easy to hold. This entire card pack has different sections. It has alphabets, it has numbers, it has animals, it has shapes, it has colors. So depending on your baby's age, you could be using different section at a different time. Like for right now, we've kept the shapes separately and the numbers separately, and we are only focusing on alphabets and animals and colors. So that's what we are working with Kabir right now. So he absolutely loves that. Number two is basketball hoop. So I take Kabir to the park every morning and every evening, and he loves to play with balls. Amongst all the balls, basketball and football are his absolutely favorite. So when I used to take him to the basketball court, I used to observe that he had a lot of interest in enacting what elder children are doing. So he would also want to dribble the ball and he would want to put the ball in the basketball hoop, which was very high. So absolutely not possible for him to do something like that. So that gave me an idea that why do I not get a portable basketball hoop for him. So we got this for him and he has absolutely been loving it. There are many benefits that this has. One, it helps increase his height, because he wants to reach out for the hoop higher and higher. Depending on his height, we try to place it at different points. Second, you can put it anywhere. At times we put it around his cot, at times we put it outside. So depending on the weather and depending on where he wants to play, we are able to place it easily. Third, it helps stretch his entire body. So all the muscles, all the body gets a stretch when he tries to reach out for the basketball hoop. Fourth, it teaches him hand-eye coordination as to where the ball needs to be put. It teaches him focus, it teaches him concentration, and it teaches him the joy of celebrating when he is able to put the ball in the hoop. So overall, it's a great activity that he enjoys, especially when we are all around him and applauding for him when he does a basketball. Number three is football. Now football is something that we take to the park with us on a daily basis. Kabir loves to play football in the park. Because of the space in the house, he's able to do that indoor also, but definitely it's a park activity for him. With football, there's a lot of physical activity that he does. He sweats a lot, so that really helps exfoliate his entire body in a way. That keeps away all the germs and everything. He does a lot of movement. He does a lot of running, because of which by the time he's back, he's actually tired and he enjoys a good overnight sleep. So activity at this age, especially after 12 months when children learn how to walk and they just want to run around, I think physical activity is really important. If children do the right amount of physical activity in a day, I personally don't feel that they will have a lot of health problems. Their body will be tired, they'll be able to sleep well. If they sleep well, they'll be able to recover better. Their entire body will stretch, their muscles will develop very well, their brain develops very well. So overall, I think for physical activity, games like these are extremely important for children. Kabir learns how to balance his body, because with football there's a lot of moving around, there's a lot of balancing. He learns how to use his legs for movement. He loves when he hits a goal. So overall, football is his absolute favorite at this point. Number 4 is building blocks. Now this is an activity that Kabir and his dad love and can spend hours doing. Building blocks again come in different shapes, different colors, so you could choose whatever you'd like. This is the one that we have, and they love to create different things out of it. Building blocks teaches you colors, building blocks teaches you motoring skills, how to hold different shapes and different size blocks, how to put them. So it also teaches you a lot of creativity and innovation. Saurabh wants to do things a certain way, Kabir wants to do things a certain way, and they end up making something completely different. They enjoy the different things that they make out of those blocks. They learn, Kabir would always learn as to what is it that he's been able to make out of it with his dad. So I think a great sit down activity, post all the physical activity that the child does and he still has energy. I think building blocks is a great sit down activity where they can relax, their brain can still be working and they can still be engaged. Number 5 is crayons. Now with crayons, my disclaimer first is that while it's good to give crayons to your children, it's absolutely important to let them use them only under supervision, because children have a habit to grab them and put them in their mouth, which can again cause choking hazard, and you don't want that. Now, who does not love to paint, who does not love to draw, and all of this when introduced at an early age really benefits you throughout your life. I think by introducing crayons, you give your child a canvas and let them be as creative and as innovative as they want to. The important thing is that when you introduce crayons, don't let it be on your child to use it the way he or she would want to, because then your child will just be using it and not doing anything, not learning anything out of it. It's important for you as a parent to sit down, help them draw, show them different things, use different colors, make it as beautiful and as engaging as it can be, so that the child also starts to learn it. Example, like you showed your child that how you saw a cat in the park, and now you will be drawing that cat on paper, and when the child and you draw that cat on paper and it comes out in a different color, in a different shape, the joy of seeing it together, and every time the child coming back to see that cat, something that he and his dad or his mom has drawn together, the joy is very different. So I think colors are great. Again, they lead to a lot of creativity, great sit down activity, great focus, great concentration. The child learns that how in a limited space they have to play with different colors or draw different lines. Obviously, they won't be able to draw those perfect objects or subjects right now, but those lines also that they draw with you are a step towards something that will help them in their future. The 6th one is remote cars. So I'll tell you this funny thing, that we actually got this car for Kabir when he was 8 months. Now when we showed it to him, when we showed that what happens when the remote is moved, he actually got absolutely scared and he would not even want to see the car at any point of time. But now, to our surprise, and children surprise you anytime and every time, to our surprise, he's now 17 months and this has made it to his top 10 favorite toys or activities. He absolutely loves his remote car. He absolutely loves how to use his thumbs to operate the car. The car unfolds, the car moves, the car spins. So there's a lot happening with the car. And what he learns out of it is, one is technology. He learns that every time he does not have to use really his body to go and touch the object and then the object will move or some response will come. He can actually use technology to move objects too. Second, he learns direction. So when the car bams into an object and he needs to take it out and move it into an open space, he learns how to do that, which is very important. Direction understanding will go a long way, especially when he would want to learn cycling and then driving a car later on. So I think small steps towards a bigger goal is something that all of these things teach you if you look at from a broader perspective. Number 7 is drums and musical instruments. So who does not love music? I think music therapy can really soothe you, relax you and treat any and every problem or any mood swing that you also would have. And definitely children enjoy music like anything. It's a great time to introduce these different musical instruments to them. It could be a piano, it could be a drum, it could be a xylophone, and see what is it that the child starts to get interested in. Number 8 on our list, which actually is number 1 on our family list, is Amazon Alexa or Amazon Echo, as you may call it. This is a gadget that our entire family loves. Our entire family interacts with this gadget and takes from it whatever they want. So Amazon is basically a gadget that works through voice command. You could give it a command to play music, you could give it a command to play animal sounds. I talked about this gadget in the 6 to 12 month video also, and a lot of you requested that I do a dedicated review showing how Alexa operates and its benefits, and I know it's been pending for long, but I will do it soon, I promise. But this is something that our family has been loving. Just by observing how we interact with Alexa and then Alexa comes out with a response, Kabir has learned these interactive skills, and now whenever he wants to hear animal sounds or nursery rhymes, he would go to Alexa and in his nice little language try to give it a command, which obviously we help him build on. But the good thing is that he's learning and he understands that by giving a command, Alexa would come back with a response. So I think this is a great gadget that we've been loving. Number 9 is Bubbles. Everybody loves Bubbles. It's so simple and it's so much fun. Kabir just enjoys making bubbles. Kabir just enjoys breaking bubbles, running after bubbles. It's such a fun activity for him that he would giggle the most while doing this activity. Again, bubbles teach you a lot of hand-eye coordination. Bubbles is again great for a physical activity because you're moving in different directions, you're using your hand, your entire body is moving. So it's a great activity to engage the kids in. And last but not the least, and my absolute favorite, is books. Books have no age of introduction and books have no age of learning. So you can introduce a book at any point of time and you can learn from a book at any point of time. We introduced books to Kabir when he was very young, and now what we are doing is we are just graduating from one level of books to the other. So from picture books, now we've moved to story books, the long story books, because he's really interested when he wants to sleep or when he's very tired. He has great fun sitting with his grandfather, sitting with his father, with me, everybody, and just going through the pages in the book, listening to stories. He would mimic what we do, take out sounds like we would do. And again, it's great for interaction, it's great for vocabulary building, it's great for communication, expressions. I think books, I've done a separate video, you guys must check that out, and that will really help you. So this was my son's list of top 10 right now. Obviously there are more toys and more activities that he gets engaged in, but this is his absolute favorite. He can spend his whole day amongst these activities. I take my son out for park playtime daily, twice a day, in the morning, in the evening, because I feel that nothing beats that. Outdoor is the place where children from this age group get maximum exposure and learning from. So always remember that all these toys, all these gadgets are mediums to engage your children, but the main engagement comes from you. You are the one that your child wants to follow, your child wants to mimic, your child wants to be like, and you need to be there when you are engaging your children with these activities, because otherwise these are just objects for the child. He will not be able to learn and get the benefits that we actually talked about if they don't use it the right way. And to use it the right way, they need to learn the uses from you. And like I always say, there is no better engagement for a child than the time spent with a parent. So all of these are activities where you will be able to spend great time with your children. You will be able to relive your childhood too. So definitely try these, and I'm very sure that you will enjoy it a lot. Pictures and videos related to all of these are on our Instagram and Facebook. So if you are not following us there, please type Momcom India and quickly join our journey of seeing how Kabir is enjoying and growing in his childhood. If you found this to be helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to comment and let us know what more videos we can do for you. Thank you so much for encouraging and loving Momcom India. We'll see you soon.